Hey there, my name is Eli Gladstone. I'm a senior advocacy coach here at Influitive. Today I'm going to talk to you about tipping your waiters and of course how that impacts advocacy. So to start it off, I want to talk about a study that was done about how candy impacts the tips that waiters are able to get. What they found is that if a waiter brings a piece of candy with the bill to the table, they actually get 3% higher tips. What was more interesting is that they found if the waiter were to bring double the amount of candy to the table with the bill than the number of people in the dining party, they'd actually get 14% higher tips. And then the craziest part of all is they found that if the waiter were to bring a piece of candy to the table with the bill and then leave to at the point of sale machine or something like that, and then come back with a surprise extra piece of candy, they'd actually get 23% higher tips. So the obvious question we gotta ask is, why does that happen? And it turns out there's a pretty fundamental aspect of human psychology that drives that. It's something called reciprocity. So in psychology, reciprocity is defined as the human need to give back to others. So the important thing to note there is it's a need. It's an innate aspect of how human beings feel that drives them to want to give back to others. And it's not just material things. So it's not just, I'll give you candy and you give me money. It's actually in the form of behaviors and social interaction as well. So that can be if I treat you kind, then you want to treat me in a similar fashion. And if I treat you very positively and you don't want to treat me positively for some reason or another, there's actually a bit of an internal discomfort. It's a physiological discomfort that people feel when they don't get the opportunity to reciprocate. So that has some pretty interesting applications for advocacy. And what it boils down to is that advocate hubs that are able to give more value will actually activate the human need to reciprocate. And in turn, they'll get more value. And it's not just more that we're talking about, it's actually better. So advocate hubs that can give better value will activate the human need to reciprocate in the form of receiving better value. What I want to talk about now is sort of how do you give better through your advocate program. And there's 3 domains in which you can give better. The first would be business value, the next is professional value, and then we have personal value. And if you think about each of these, in the form of business value, what we're looking to offer is value that helps our advocates actually perform better in their jobs and drive better results for their organization. In the form of professional value, what we're looking to do is offer value to them that helps promote their career development. So that could be things about their industry that they need to know so that they can broaden the scope of their understanding of their space. That can be things like networking and peer-to-peer interaction that helps them grow their professional networks. All things that help them promote themselves in their careers. And then the last piece is personal value. And this is actually something that goes outside the context of work. So not business-related value, not professional value, but personal value, value in their lives. And this is where we can use the hub as a medium to offer things to people that impact them outside of work. So really good examples of that are when people give rewards to their advocates that go far beyond the context of their profession. To kind of bring it together a little bit, if you find the ways to give better business value, give more professional value, give more personal value to your advocates, you will activate the human need to reciprocate. It's not just a marketing tactic, it's actually a fundamental way that human beings operate. And if you're able to give value, you will activate the need to reciprocate. Now the really cool things that happens is when people feel that need to reciprocate, they often have a bit of a barrier where they're not exactly sure how they can give back. And so by offering value in the context of an advocacy program, where you can give value in the exact same conversation as you're soliciting it, you're actually giving them an opportunity to reciprocate. And you're minimizing that barrier where they want to reciprocate but don't know how. And that's kind of exactly where advocacy lives. It's when we're able to give more and better value in the exact same context as we're asking for value in return. And that's the idea of how reciprocity and tipping your waiters impacts advocacy.